As a pastime and a sport, archery has taken off in popularity in recent years, especially among women and girls. And while it's true that anyone can play, to become an elite archer requires a combination of precision, passion, and practice, practice, practice.
I got my first bow from my grandpa. It's a tiny, tiny diamond bow, very cute. And for my draw length at that age, that's what it is. I was 8 years old, and it was just like something happened to me to where I just loved it.
Addy Nachtrieb, or Archer Addy, as she's known on social media, has shared her story with her followers since the beginning.
When I first started shooting my bow, I wanted to be serious about it. My parents definitely didn't think I was as serious as I was saying, but I was like, no, I really want to stick to this. I feel like I could go somewhere in like my future years, and here I am actually going somewhere. I shoot a compound bow, and it's not the one in the Olympics, but it's a special kind that's a little bit more complex.
Developed just over 40 years ago, the compound bow is a technical wonder. It uses pulleys to make drawing the bow easier, which provides for greater accuracy.
This bow definitely has more power behind it. So instead of holding the 55 pounds that I pull back, I actually hold only 13 pounds when I'm at full draw.
As part of her conditioning program, Addy does strength training and runs cross-country to improve endurance and to lower her heart rate.
You don't want to have a lot of movement in your body. Hold as still as you can, and then go ahead shoot.
The physical preparation, however, is not the most challenging part.
I would say the most difficult part of archery would be the mental part. Nothing physical, nothing about the bow. Definitely all mental. If you're not shooting well, then that kind of messes up your form and you start overthinking. It's all just in your head.
Addy has been competing since she was 9 years old and has racked up an extensive amount of state, national, and international records. The Vegas shoot, as it's known to the 3,500 archers who attend yearly, is a huge world competition. At just 13, Addy was the youngest female to ever shoot a perfect 300 score, and she set a new record in the youth division.
And I got to hang up my target and got it signed, and it was a pretty big experience, especially at that tournament.
Smaller state tournaments are a welcomed opportunity to not only compete, but to reconnect with friends in the archery community.
We are at the Washington State Target Championships. We are shooting for 2 days, and each day is a full 900 round, which is shooting at 60, 50, and 40, going closer in distance. 10, 10.
At this event, Addy took first place and set a state record for women's pro freestyle. Not bad for a 17-year-old.
My goals for archery right now are to shoot the USA team trials next year, which will get me to the USA team, and that will lead me to world trials and make my name known in the archery community.
Another rising star in the archery world is 16-year-old Emma Kim, who shoots with a recurve bow.
I've been shooting for 7 years, and my goal is to make the 2024 Olympics.
The recurve bow is the only bow allowed in Olympic competition. It has that traditional shape we all know from books and movies, but it also has tips that curve away from the archer.
Yeah, you got it.
Mike Wixer, an archery coach for 30 years, has been coaching Emma since she was 8.
I basically start building their body for the future if they decide to do this for a sport. That way, no bad habits, it's all good, and they're ready to go.
Emma's intense summer training regimen included shooting 250 arrows in the morning and 250 more in the afternoon.
Through this process, the thousands and thousands of arrows you shoot, you build it inside, your subconscious and everything.
I went to Alabama for nationals, and I beat the world record for my division.
She made a world team, got to shoot in Poland, represent the United States, and her goal is to be the #1 archer in the U.S., and that's a good goal. But the big thing I tell these kids, you cannot worry where the arrow is going to go. You have to accept where that arrow is going to hit in the target before you let go of it. You need to start trusting your own self. This is not a very easy sport. You have to want to compete. That's really what it comes down to. And you just can't be afraid.
Watch CityStream Tuesday nights at 7 on the Seattle channel, or find us anytime online at seattle.gov.